and welcome to my kitchen. Well, it's not my kitchen, it's my parents' kitchen. I couldn't afford any kitchen, really. It's about 9-10 in the morning right now, and I'm awake because I haven't slept yet, which is really the only reason to be awake at 9 in the morning. I have hair in my face all the time. My hair's not brushed after I showered, and I'm in a robe because I was like, oh, it's the morning, and it's not a big... Alright, that's a little better, a little more colorful, a little bit more put together, I suppose. I really don't care too much, but I actually have to be somewhere in like 40 minutes, so I figured I might as well get ready and then make that, you know, part of the video. On top of that, I put the kettle on, put the kettle on as I was about to go get ready, and just as I went to hit play, it was all boiled, and so I made myself some green tea. This is a really cute mug that my mom has. It's about friendship and like hugging your friends, naturally. It's really glary and kind of annoying, so I'm just gonna not wear these. So the point of this video is talking about books, and specifically I'm just gonna open with the fact that I'm about to start reading The Fault in Our Stars. I haven't read a book in a very long time, unfortunately. I've been in university and I've been reading stuff that is not stuff for pleasure necessarily, and so I haven't actually gotten around to this book. I've wanted to read this for a very long time. I'm gonna probably, hopefully go through this really quickly. I'm just kind of letting you know that I'm reading that. I don't really know why. I just think it's kind of relevant to, you know, now people might search The Fault in Our Stars and my video might come up on like the 18th page. You know, it's doing well in the world, perhaps. Probably not. So John Green, the author of The Fault in Our Stars, as well as the author of a lot of other books that I really enjoy, and one thing that he really advocates for is NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month. National Novel Writing Month usually takes place in November. That is National Novel Writing Month. But they also have this thing called Camp NaNoWriMo, or Camp NaNoWriMo, that takes place in July. I'm not 100% sure how it works just yet, because I basically just signed up for it yesterday and didn't read that much about it. But essentially what it is, as far as I have gathered, NaNoWriMo, but in July. And rather than having a 50,000 word goal as the immediate, like, that's what everyone's striving toward, that it's a lot more flexible. What I've gathered from Camp NaNoWriMo is that it's not just novel writing. You can write a novel, you can write a play, you can write poems, presumably, you can write whatever you want to, and it's also a little less structured. If you want to put your word goal at 50,000 words, go for it. If you want to put your word goal at 200,000 words, go for it. If you want to put your word goal at 1,000 words, you're not going to have a whole lot of writing room, but your prerogative. I've been participating in National Novel Writing Month since November 2010, and that was the year that I did the best. I think I got to around 20,000 words, and since then it's been downhill. I understand that there are people with full-time jobs and like 8 children that still manage to do a full novel. I am not one of those people. I mean, obviously I am not one of the people with a full-time job and 8 children, but I'm also not one of those people who has been able to overcome how busy November is and write a novel. I am hopeful, however, that with July being a much less busy time for me than November, I'll be able to actually do that. In the weeks leading up, I'd like to make a series of videos that are about books and about reading and things like that. So I think I'm going to try to do that. I'm not going to hold myself to making videos because the last time I made a video saying I was going to make more videos was 9 months ago. So that just doesn't work out. But I'd like to. So the first thing that I'm going to start off with in this video, other than this super long introduction, is just a really brief idea of what I'd like my novel to be. Even though I like the idea of planning in advance, I'm pretty sure it's going to end up being nothing like whatever it is that I plan. But regardless, I think it's good to have a plan going in so that at least if I do get lost, I can kind of resort back. All I've really come up with so far, since I basically decided yesterday that I was doing this, is I'd kind of like it to be a fantasy novel. Fantasy novels are really important to me because they're what got me into reading. I mean, reading books with my mom really got me into books as a kid, but reading on my own was very much a fantasy novel thing. I think the more that I plan my novel, I'll probably elaborate, but I'd like to do something with witches and wizards, not something Harry Potter-like where they have their own world, but something where they're kind of living among us. Not super overpowerful, but they're very stigmatized. I'm not really sure yet the direction I'm going in. I'm not really sure anybody's gonna watch this far. If you have watched this far, thank you very much. I don't really have anything else to say, but I'm glad that you watched this far, if you did. And I don't have anything for you. I wish that I could give you something in thanks. What I can give you is my song recommendation. I think once upon a time, like 9 months ago, again the glare, I said that I was going to do K-pop song recommendations at the end of videos. And so one song that I've been listening to a lot lately is A by Rainbow. They have a couple of songs that I really like, and so I've been on a bit of a Rainbow kick lately. Go ahead, check it out. I will put annotations here somewhere for the music video and also somewhere in the thing. I'm out of practice at this, but I hope this turns out okay. Anyway, let me know if you're doing Camp NaNoWriMo, because that'd be pretty cool, and I don't know anybody else who is doing it in real life. Let me know what your novel is about if you are doing it, or if you're not doing a novel, let me know what you are doing, because I don't really know what I would do if I weren't doing a novel in this time. Books, to get through your brain. So what this video is actually about, it looks like I curled this side. This is all irrelevant rambling. I had more segue than this. I'm sure I had more segue than this. Okay, so here's some segue. So John Green, the author of Why do we... I didn't even get any, I just burnt my lip. Should this go in the video? I've been dancing. I'm gonna say your silence is a no. This is why I should script these things in advance, like properly. I'm probably gonna have to reshoot all of it. And yeah, I have nothing else. You're probably gonna want to go.